women tend to be very subtle when it comes to giving signals to men, and even more so when we are eager to become intimate. Many times you do not usually understand these signals, and that is why today I come to teach you 5 phrases that women say when they want to be intimate. 1. I consider myself very good in bed. A woman would never boast about this if she didn't have some specific intention. In this case, try to provoke the listener. Men are usually very easy to provoke and turn on their minds. Making them think that we are experts is a great way for us to give them that signal. 2. The most classic, I have the house alone. Unless you're a fugitive from justice, there's no other reason for a girl to say this to you. If she wants to take you to a place where she feels safe and without anyone else, the sign is very clear. The same thing happens when he invites you to watch a movie or tells you he wants to go somewhere quieter. You must not be naive. We girls are not saints, and we also know what we are about. 3. I had an erotic dream. Like point 1, there is no need to tell this unless we have a double intention. In this case, let you know that we are looking forward to fulfilling that wish. You may think that he may be telling you this because he trusts you, but be careful, we girls don't talk about our intimacy with those who don't interest us. If you hear her tell you about this, chances are she does want to provoke you. And if you listen to more of the phrases that I am telling you, it is more than clear. 4. Start talking naughty or perverse. We leave this point to the most daring. Maybe not everyone can reach this point, but others can. The thing is, if a girl starts to be mischievous, it doesn't mean she has personality. Unlike you, women do not like to be flirtatious with everyone, much less daring. We select who we want, and only with them are we special. Therefore, do not hesitate when a girl behaves like this with you. 5. Do you like my body? When a girl starts showing off the artillery, you already know what she wants. Man is very visual, and we know it. So, if she starts asking you a lot, be careful, she may want you to investigate her in depth. If you've made it this far, comment below with the word 100% to confirm that you learned about this video. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel. Let's move on. 5 tricks that turn women on, proven facts. And if I tell you that there are tricks to make women fall in love with you without them perceiving the truth, that attraction is not always a conscious decision, it can be triggered by certain mental behavior and actions, from the simplicity of a simple smile and illustration with grace, command, and confidence. The 5 tricks I'm going to show you today will attract any woman you want in an instant. But be careful, these features are magically attractive and very effective, so use them wisely. Let us begin. Number 1, challenge. A crucial aspect in relationships is challenge, which can bring benefits or cause harm to the dynamic between men and women. When used properly, it can create tension and excitement in the interaction, making the woman more interested. However, if used incorrectly, it can cause disinterest and drive her away. The challenge is to keep the woman on her toes, not being too direct in your affections and intentions, creating a sense of mystery and uncertainty. For example, if the woman shows interest, don't make yourself available right away. Play elusive to show that you have other things in your life and aren't solely focused on the relationship. Maintaining a certain distance can create the feeling that the woman needs your attention, which can be exciting. However, you must be careful not to overdo this attitude, because if the woman feels that you are not interested, she may simply give up. The secret is to find a balance between showing indifference and being engaged in the interaction. Challenging a woman doesn't mean manipulating her, but rather creating a dynamic that keeps her engaged and eager for more. Therefore, it is important to use this characteristic wisely and always be genuine in your actions. Number 2, control. A man who seeks to have control of his life and the people around him can convey a toxic image. Although it may seem like you are maintaining order and organization, in reality this behavior reveals a deep insecurity and lack of confidence. This often results in unhealthy power dynamics and unbalanced relationships. However, women are subconsciously attracted to men who are assertive. This shows that man is not a coward and does not lose control of power. But you need to be careful, as the desire for control can manifest itself in a variety of ways, from being decisive and always having a plan to micromanaging tasks. However, there can be more toxic behaviors, such as trying to impose thoughts and feelings on others. This can lead to a loss of autonomy for those in a relationship with you, making them feel suffocated and trapped. Therefore, it is essential to use this behavior wisely and in moderation. Number 3. Trust. The first step to conquer a girl is to show your confidence. Confidence is an extremely attractive quality, essential to making her feel captivated by you. When you demonstrate confidence, you exude a sense of self-confidence that is impossible to ignore. However, confidence is not something that can be bought or learned, it is something that must be developed over time. To do this, you must put aside shyness and nervousness, and allow yourself to flirt with everyone you meet. The more you practice, the more confident you will become. Confidence isn't about pretending to be someone else or trying to impress women with a show. They can sense when someone is not being authentic and will not be attracted. True confidence comes from within and is built by facing your fears, overcoming challenges and taking calculated risks. It all starts with self-awareness, knowing your strengths and weaknesses, accepting them and understanding what makes you unique, embracing those characteristics to have genuine confidence. You must also be clear about your values and beliefs and be able to defend them. When you have a solid understanding of who you are, you can feel comfortable in your own skin, and that's attractive to women. They want a man who can handle any situation and make them feel safe. When you radiate that confidence, they perceive that they can count on you to support and protect them. Number 4. Power. The concept of power can be interpreted in several ways, and when it comes to attracting women, power means the ability to control and influence the situation. Women are naturally attracted to this characteristic, which emanates from confidence in your abilities and worth. When you possess this characteristic, you radiate an aura of control and influence, and women are attracted to that confidence. The key to attracting women is to show that you know what you want and that you are determined to achieve your goals. Having purpose and direction shows that you are capable of leading and making decisions, which is attractive to many women. However, it is important to remember that projecting power does not mean being domineering or controlling. Instead, it's about being confident in your abilities and being able to influence the situation in a positive way. Use this trait wisely and always be genuine in your actions. When it comes to attracting women, it is important that they see you as a confident and in-control man, but it is essential to understand that power should not be confused with dominance. The true essence of power is built from self-confidence and self-knowledge, not fear or insecurity. Number 5. Physical contact. Speaking of physical contact, it refers to the act of touching or making eye contact with another person, and it is a powerful form of communication that can convey a variety of emotions and messages. In the context of flirting or romance, gently touching the arm, hand, or shoulder can be attractive and a sign of attraction. When touch is done properly, it can be a powerful tool for building intimacy and attraction. A gentle touch on the arm, a playful touch, a hug, or holding a hand can communicate affection and closeness in a romantic context. Physical touch can increase the connection between two people and make the interaction more memorable. It is important to keep in mind that unwanted physical contact can be harassment. This can occur when someone touches another person without their consent or in an excessively aggressive or intimate manner. It is essential to establish personal boundaries to prevent unwanted physical contact from causing discomfort, violation, or even trauma. When used incorrectly, it can become toxic and destructive, alienating people who feel uncomfortable. Furthermore, the charm and confidence that attracts one person can generate mistrust and insecurity in another. A mystery can keep a person involved, but it can also cause disinterest. Physical contact that may be comforting to someone may be seen as harassing and humiliating to another person. Challenge can bring excitement, but it's important to evaluate if you're going too far and crossing boundaries. If you've made it this far, comment below with the word 100% to confirm that you learned about this video. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel. Let's move on. How to gain power over any woman, you have to know. Do you know that guy who can charm any woman he meets? The one who walks into a room and immediately attracts the attention and interest of women. Well, that boy could be you. The truth is that gaining power and influence over women is not a magical gift or a natural talent. It is a skill that anyone can learn, and the best part is that it is not about manipulation or changing who you are. It's simply about understanding some key concepts of female psychology and using them to your advantage. This involves knowing how to spark attraction through trust and humor, how to build a good reputation by listening and asking the right questions, and how to create meaningful connections that lead to dates through authenticity and shared interests. So, if you are tired of seeing other guys winning over all the girls and want to gain the power to attract any woman, keep watching. By the end of this video, you will have a set of tools at your disposal to become that charming and charismatic guy who gains power and influence over women with ease. There are secret messages that can easily break down any woman's defenses. This knowledge is extremely powerful, so use it sparingly. Enjoy it. Adopt an abundance mindset. To gain power over any woman, you must develop an abundance mindset. Stop thinking that there is only one special girl for you and that you haven't found her yet. Instead, believe that you have unlimited options and opportunities. This attitude of abundance will make you much more attractive to women. First, work on yourself, focus on self-improvement, exercise, engage in hobbies, and follow your passions. Become the kind of interesting, accomplished man that attracts women. The more you focus on improving yourself, the less you will need to pursue just one woman. Talk to lots of women. Start conversations with women you see in public places like coffee shops, bookstores, meet-up groups, and parties. The more times you practice conversation, the more comfortable and confident you will feel. Plus, the more women you involve, the more likely you are to find those you connect with. Don't get attached to just one woman. If she doesn't seem interested, look for another one. There are many options. Don't get attached to just one woman. If a woman doesn't seem interested, don't obsess over it. Go find another one. There are many other amazing women waiting to meet a confident man like you. This abundance mentality means not getting attached to the outcome with a particular woman. If it is meant to be, it will happen. Otherwise, there are many other women waiting to meet you. Be non-reactive. To gain power over any woman, you must remain non-reactive. Don't get carried away by emotions or act impulsively in response to what she says or does. Stay calm and composed. Women often test men to see how they react under pressure. If you get angry, yell, or act jealous, you will have failed the test and will lose power in their eyes. Do not fall in the trap. Stay calm and respond in a controlled and rational manner, or simply don't respond. Maintain your independence. It is essential to maintain your independence. Don't put a woman at the center of your world or place her needs above yours. Have your own life, prioritize your goals and hobbies, spend time with friends and follow your own interests. Make it clear that, although you appreciate their company, you don't need it to be happy and fulfilled. Women are attracted to men who don't do everything to please them. It shows that you have a strong identity and that you will not sacrifice everything for it at any time. Move forward with confidence. After establishing a connection and building a good relationship, it is time to move forward. The key is trust. If you believe in yourself, she will believe in you too. Use intentional soft and casual touches to build physical and emotional intimacy. Observe their reaction and look for reciprocity. When you feel the connection is strong, confidently but casually ask her out. If she says no, remain confident and accept her answer without problems. Continue flirting and try again in the future. Be patient, pay attention to their signs and move forward boldly but respectfully. Gaining power over women is not about dominating them, but about establishing genuine, meaningful connections based on mutual respect and authentic attraction. With these skills and mindset, you will be on the right path to becoming that charismatic guy who attracts women with ease. If you've made it this far, Comment below with the word 100% to confirm that you learned about this video. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel. Let's move on.